Mega Dinosaurs is back. Today we're going to be reviewing another Mega Dinosaurs. We're back with yet another Mega Dinosaurs review. As you can see here, T-Rex versus Siats. Let's enjoy.
Tyrannosaurus Rex versus Siats.
You serious?
How is this even a fair fight? Just look at this side-by-side comparison. As you can see here, this is just the T-Rex would just throw the Siats around like it's a rag doll.
Siats microrum.
This guy actually nailed the pronunciation of the Siats microrum. Good job.
Jesus, are there any dinosaur names that are easy to pronounce? Allosaurus.
Micropachycephalosaurus.
See, I like that. Allosaurus, easy to say. But Siats microrum.
How about Micropachycephalosaurus? Or something like that. That would be a huge challenge.
Jesus. Siats is marketed as a dinosaur, possibly larger than the T-Rex.
That marketing is just completely bogus. What even is that marketing? I have no idea who made that marketing, but it's absolutely dumb and it's self-explanatory.
It was discovered in Utah, dating to the early Cenomanian stage of the late Cretaceous.
Which I can confirm. Cenomanian is also called an age. They bear the same name.
Approximately 98.5 million years ago. Siats was initially classified as a Megaraptoran neovenatorid, closely related to Tyrannosaurus.
At least this guy is trying to make an effort, unlike that dude who just constantly pronounces Sarcosuchus as scary tourist, or Clash of the Dinosaurs that pronounced the Parasaurolophus as Parasaurolophus.
Cortex help a Parasaurolophus.
Upon its discovery in 2013. It certainly looks more like an allosaur than a tyrannosaur. The T-Rex needs no introduction. It might not be the longest meat-eating dinosaur to ever live, but it's certainly the heaviest.
Therefore, it is the largest, so there's really not much to talk about here, other than the fact that T-Rex is not the longest, but the largest theropod to have ever existed.
Most muscular. After Spinosaurus. But he doesn't count, because he ate fish.
It's like how people still believe that the T-Rex is a scavenger pea. Jack Horner, man.
Fossils are found in a variety of rock formations, dating to the Maastrichtian age of the Upper Cretaceous period, 68 to 66 million years ago.
I don't expect much from Mega Dinosaurs showing a bunch of Rexes and all that in general. It's just going to be Jurassic Park / Jurassic World all the time because Mega Dinosaurs is trying to appease to his awesome bro fan base.
But who would win in a fight? Well, let's find out. First, some stats. Siats. Height, 4 meters. Length, 9 to 12 meters.
Okay, the length is fine, but the height makes it look like a Jurassic Fight Club irresponsible Majungatholus.
Hey dude, you missed a spot.
I got it. Just a little.
Majungatholus.
Actually, dude, it's
Majungasaurus.
That's what I said.
Majungatholus.
Dude, that would be
Majungasaurus.
Weight, 4 to 5 tons. Bite force, 2 to 3 tons. Speed, 35 kilometers per hour. Diet, plant-eating dinosaurs like Eolambia. Jesus.
So weak. So weak! Eolambia, simple dinosaur name cannot pronounce Haya. I think you need to go to pronunciation class to pronounce them correctly.
Now onto the weapons of Siats. Well, hardly any bone fragments exist, and none from the skull, but it certainly resembled Tyrannosaurus, so an Allosaurus-style skull and large functional arm.
Not like they would be helpful against the T-Rex anyways. It could, but like the T-Rex could just take all those hits, so there's really not much point.
It probably used a slashing axe bite and was very fast indeed. Now onto the stats of T-Rex. Height, 3.5 meters at the hips, 6 meters at the head.
I'm guessing it's just based on Rexy. Ah, man.
Length, 12.3 meters, specimen Sioux. Weight, 6 to 8 tons average, but Sioux could have been 14 metric tons.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There's no way that Sioux could reach 14 metric tons. Unless if you're talking about Goliath, in which Vivid tried to calculate it, you're just not going to land.
Biatch. Bite force, 6 tons. Speed, all that muscle would probably slow it down, 30 kilometers per hour.
Now, the thing about T-Rex, it's that it's generally slower than most other carnosaurs. However, it makes up for it for having the ilium, which makes it incredibly agile even for its size.
Diet, Triceratops and other large armored herbivores.
And Montosaurus as well, and that thing isn't armored. And juvenile Rexes hunted completely different stuff like the Pachycephalosaurus, Ornithomimus, and Anzu.
Now onto the weapons of T-Rex. The T-Rex possessed a powerful, muscular body, especially the neck. People often make fun of T-Rex's tiny arms, but new research suggests that they could have been useful in battle.
More so to prevent other T-Rexes from biting them in territorial disputes.
And were in fact pretty damn strong. Tyrannosaurus had the strongest bite force of any land animal ever, at around 6 tons, and had over 60 20-centimeter teeth lining his 1.2 meter jaw. Using his bite force and teeth, Tyrannosaurus could have easily torn off over 60 kilograms of flesh in one bite.
It's the usual Megadinosaurs drill and the usual Megadinosaurs script and all that, so I can't really complain about anything here. It's just regular old Megadinosaurs. I kind of miss this narrator, honestly. This channel was just sold into AI slop. It's just not good.
Okay, let's start with the advantages of Siats. Seat won the Best Small SUV award in 2017. Okay, it's getting old.
Did he try and crash a Nissan GTR?
Okay, Siats was probably much faster than the T-Rex. He possessed larger and more functional arms, which he could use to hold down the T-Rex.
What? What the fuck?
How could it possibly hold down a T-Rex with its arms? There is absolutely no way it can. Judging by the skeletal alone, at most it could slash on the Rex's legs, but that's pretty much it.
Siats was larger, which would have made him appear intimidating. To the T-Rex, but he wasn't as heavy, so...
It's not as heavy and therefore it is smaller. Enough said.
Now onto the disadvantages of Siats. Well, he was lighter in weight, possessed a weaker bite, was likely less intelligent, and possessed eyes at the sides of his head, like most of the older carnivores, meaning no binocular vision.
T-Rex is bigger and has the better senses. So I don't know why this guy is just keeping on trying to justify Siats fighting the Tyrannosaurus in the first place.
Okay, now onto the advantages of T-Rex. Stronger bite force, more muscular and robust, more intelligent, forward-facing eyes affording binocular vision. 2
bites to the windpipe, and this thing, the Siats Microrum, is done. It's completely over.
Now onto the disadvantages of T-Rex. The T-Rex was possibly smaller, but like I said, definitely heavier. He possessed tiny, useless arms.
Didn't you say that the T-Rex's arms were not useless? And yet you're now saying that they're useless. How just contradictory is this philosophy?
He was probably slower due to his muscular body.
A muscular body is a good thing. And the T-Rex also has a lot of bulk, so it can just resist a lot of hits from the Siats Microrum while also delivering just absolutely devastating bites.
Okay, let's fight. Siats and T-Rex meet at an abandoned warehouse in Jurassic World. The T-Rex is intimidated by the sheer size of Siats, but charges anyway.
There's no food source, and the T-Rex is intimidated. So why does the T-Rex always have the urge to just attack? Is that just Rexy?
Siats claws at T-Rex's face and holds his head down. T-Rex breaks free and bites at Siats' neck. Luckily, it skims the surface.
This video feels like glazing to Siats Mikurorum. And just giving the Siats just so much more benefits. So many more benefits that could help it face against the Rex, when in reality, it's just not good. The Siats has absolutely no way of defeating a Rex.
Siats bites back and tears a chunk of flesh off Rex's hide. He circles around the slower T-Rex and bites again. T-Rex is losing, but he's more intelligent. Siats attempts a third slashing axe bite, but T-Rex sees it coming and bites down on Siats' neck, crushing his spine. The end.
That's to be expected. A more realistic battle would be the Siats Mikurorum seeing the T-Rex's gigantic size and then just running away. That's it. The Siats Mikurorum seeing the T-Rex's gigantic size. Why would it even want to fight? It has to get the hell out of here. This is not a samurai battle where they have to kamikaze to maintain their honor. Not like that. This is nature we're talking about.
Verdict. Mega top 10s. He's a T-Rex fanboy. Okay, you know what? This is the last T-Rex versus battle I will ever make. Unless the opponent is a fantasy creature like Baby Godzilla. I don't know. The T-Rex was the most evolved carnivore, so it's unsurprising that he beats the rest that came before him. %60 goes to T-Rex.
More like 100%. This video is a glaze fest. Siats Mikurorum isn't supposed to be buffed so much like that.
The slashing axe bite may be good at wearing down defenseless herbivores.
By the way, when it comes to ornithopods, they will run away at first. However, if there's nowhere else to go and they have to fight back, they will fight back to deter predators.
But it ain't gonna work against the T-Rex. My animations suck.
Honestly, it's better than like 90% of the people who just can't even animate at all.
Support me on Patreon and I'll hire a full-time animator like Harun here from India. The target is 1,000. It's a high target, but if we reach it, the animations can go from this to this. So it's up to you. We can carry on with this. I'm happy. Anyway, Patreon link is in the description.
And of course, that is the end of this Mega Dinosaurs Glaze Fest once again. Man, Mega Dinosaurs' face-offs are mostly just Glaze Fests. This one is no exception. And of course, at least it isn't as bad as the T-Rex versus 2 Smilodons one. That is just absolutely and utterly redonkulous. It's not even funny at this point. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this Mega Dinosaurs review. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Special thanks to channel members for supporting this channel. It helps out a ton.